Hello everyone, welcome to JSON parsing using URL in Unity. So firstly, you need to do is to upload a JSON file on a hosting website. For me, I'm using GitHub for that. So this is my JSON file. So this is I have here a student object with an array with multiple objects. So first you need to do is you need to get the raw link for this. You go to your JSON file in the GitHub and right click raw and open it. So now you have your raw JSON file. So next thing to do is to convert this into a into a C# classes. So let's copy this. Go to this website, json2csharp.com. So you click here, you paste it and click convert. So now we have classes of our JSON objects and array. So let's go to our one. Let's go to our Unity project. So firstly, we need to create a UI for our data. So canvas. Let's set the canvas. So we'll be using 720 by 1280 resolution. So let's make sure the screen size will scale. So set height to 1, set resolution to 180. That's done. Next thing is we need to add both text. Let's scale it up. Let's change the color to white. Make the font bigger. Okay. Now let's add a button. Let's scale the button. Make the text bigger. Put the whole button down. Okay, that's done. Now we will be creating two scripts. So let's create C# script named JSON data class and another one. No, let's delete that. Again, let's create a JSON data controller. Let's clear out this console error. So let's go to your JSON data class. So we need to copy paste the classes we just converted. Copy that. Let's wait for the code to load. So you need to delete everything here. You need to delete everything here. Ignore that. Let's delete everything here. Paste that. And change the root name to JSON. Same name of the class. Data class. So that's it. You're done with that. Next we need to do is we need to open our JSON data controller. Delete that. So we will be using multiple libraries. So we will be using Unity engine dot networking. But firstly, we need to import a Unity package. So let's go back. We need to go to go to the asset store, go search online. You search for JSON. So you click this json.net for Unity. So now I already downloaded the one by bot. It's free. Bought the json.net for Unity. So you open it to your Unity. Open Unity Editor. So the package manager will be open. So click json.net for Unity and import. But firstly, if you haven't downloaded it, click the re-download or download here. If you're done downloading, import it. Import. So wait for it to load for a while. Okay, that's done. So the json.net is already here. Let's go back to our code. Then we will be using that. So using new tune soft.json. Next we will be using is using unity dot UI, unity engine dot UI. So now we are done here for our libraries. Next we need to do is create a string for our URL. So private string URL. Go back to our JSON. So this row JSON link, we need to copy the link and paste it here. So close that. Next is we will be declaring our public text, my text for the UI. So now we'll be creating a numerator. So a numerator, that's that. So we'll name the numerator as make request. Yes, that's fine. Now we need to get the URL. You need to send a request or send a web request to get this JSON. So firstly, you type unity web request. So declare that as a request equal to unity web request dot get method and put the URL string. Next, we yield return request, the declared request that send web request method. So that's done. Next we need to do is we'll create a conditional statement if we got the JSON file or make an error, I catch error message if we haven't get the JSON file or JSON data. So if request that is network error or request that is HTTP error, so let's debug that. Log request dot error. That's done. So if we got the code, got the data, so we'll put an else. So let's declare it as a temporary variable. So var, so student, let's name it as student data the JSON underscore JSON. So we will be converting the string or the text file or the JSON file that we got from the web request. So we need to deserialize it. So let's type JSON convert that deserialize object. So we need to deserialize the I send it to this one to this class name JSON data class. So put your JSON data class, and so we will be deserializing the data from this and put it on our JSON data class. So put our web request, so request dot download handler dot text. It's done. Now we need to put this on our Unity UI text that we added here. So in our scene to this one, so we have an error. Yeah, the Unity web request does not contain download. Is this correct? Using wait, let's wait. Is this correct too? Is this correct? Let's check. Download handler. Let's go back. So it seems that my download handler is my misspelled. So that's request that download handler capital with a capital H that text. So now we have got the data. So we got the data string data. So we need to put this in our text. So we need a loop. So we need loop. So for each, so you go to your JSON data class. We declare our list student as students. So we declare that as students. So we put students. I know. Yeah, it's students. So we put it as students. So declare it as like x, in, let's put this JSON. JSON dot students. I think it's maybe student. Student. That seems right. If that got catch an error, we will be fixing that later. So next we do is to append the text without replacing the whole text, we need to redeclare our my text. My text that text is equal to, again we need to, so we can append replace, so repeat that my text concat with /n, so new line. Let's put name to the name. Make sure it's correct. So name, age, email is enrolled. Name, add x, so the declared variable, so the declared variable for the student. So x dot name. We need a /n to create a new line. And again, we will be copying and pasting this 4 times. So this will be age, this will be email, this will be enrollment status, name, age, that right, email, and is enrolled. Now let's add 2 new line to separate them and close. So we'll be getting an error if we it seems there's no error. So looks like it's done. So let's try running this. So you click parse. We haven't put the script script. So my bad. So firstly we need to go to our button. So we need to add the script to our on click. So you get the JSON data controller, add it on our button game object. So we have your JSON. So add the text, this one, this text field. So click add, drag the JSON controller to this object button. We have a missing one. We didn't even put public void get request function. We didn't even put this function. So the enumerator, so we will be doing start coroutine to copy our enumerator. So that's done. We have now a public method which is get request. Let's go back to our Unity. So I have a couple mistakes there, a lot of couple mistakes. So let's go back here. This function data controller get request. So that's done. So let's try this now. If we have some error, parse. So see, our data has been filled. So I can zoom this one. So that's it. So we have gate our data. So let's check if that data is certainly if that data is correct in our one. So markers are 23 email true, JSON 24. And let's go back. JSON 23 true. So it's right. So what if we change the JSON data? So let's try to modify this. Let's change the age to 26. Change the enrollment to false. Let's commit changes. So we change our JSON data now. So let's refresh our row. So it's now 26 and false. So it's 26 and false. So let's go back to our Unity project. Let's run this. So the data has changed. So parse. So as you can see, it does change. So from 24 to 26, from true to false. So that's it. Thank you very much and have a nice day.